Hi guys, it's me again. Today I decided to do a short video on how to get rid of the dart on a basic bodice, because it seemed like it's a question that comes back very often. So I have some little tips for you. My basic bodice has 2 darts, just like that. And the reason why we have the dart, especially for women, it's because we have a bust. So if you want a fitted bodice, if you just transfer everything at the bottom, you have a lot of excess. So it's the same excess if you divide it in 2 darts or in 1 dart. My block has 2 darts, so if we just close those darts, you're going to have a fitted bodice. If you don't, you have a flare bodice. So the closure of the 2 darts makes it a fitted bodice. Doesn't matter how many darts, doesn't matter where you place it on the contour of the bodice, still always the same fit. So if you like to have a fitted bodice without those darts, first thing I would suggest is not to eliminate them all. So you could always, like this one here, I put everything in 1 dart at the bottom. So you see it gives you a pointy shape just under the bust. Personally, I don't really like it. And even if you want a straight bodice, I suggest you always create a little dart on the side. So I'm going to pin a little dart. Could be half or the shoulder dart that you transfer to keep it straight. I'm just going to pin a little dart here and show you the difference on the way it's going to fall. So you see it's completely straight. So for straight like a shirt, I suggest you keep 1 dart on the side seam. The other one you could just eliminate it. So the difference here, without the dart, pointy shape. Okay, so let me show you what else you could do to eliminate those darts. Because you do have quite a few things you could do. My second one here. So I wrote a style line because you could do absolutely any style line. Whoops. I'm gonna grab a pen. You could do any style line that pass close to the apex. So let's say my apex is right here. Any style line will eliminate both darts. So, and you cut and your dart is eliminated. Before separating your piece, for sure you place some notch at some area, and I'll just cut on the line. Of course you could do it by draping, but you could also do by pattern right away, since I already show you how to pivot that dart. But sometimes draping is easier. See, I'm closing the complete dart. Closing the dart, it's gone. And now if I put back my pieces together with the seam allowance, I have a fitted bodice style line. Okay, I show you, even if I don't agree, and you'll see why, I'll show you the thing that usually student wants to do without understanding what's happening. So what they want to do usually is pivot the dart at the bottom and then get rid of the dart by the huge dart that you get rid of it by the side seam. So I did it now. So if you notice, this here was the dart that I had at the bodice, so I eliminated by the side seam. But of course you also have to measure your side seam and report the measurement there. So now my side seam is right here and my waist went up because angle line is shorter than the straight line. So now what I want you to look at is I'm going to put the new waist and side seam point on the side seam. First I'll pin my center front so you'll see exactly why you cannot do that. So now I do have the right measurement at the waist and at the side seam. If I want to go put it to my side seam waist point, look what happened. I can't even do it. So you should never do that. Even if it's the thing that seemed the most logical to do, it's not. So you cannot do that. You see what's happening? All pulling. It's impossible. So that's the never. I'll show you two more options you could do. I suggest if you do looser bodice, you could do the modification that we do to make a shirt block with a basic bodice. So I presume that you're starting with a basic bodice. So to do a shirt or blouse bodice block, what you're going to do is you're going to pivot the shoulder dart in the neckline, part of it in the neckline, part of it at the shoulder, and part of it at the armhole. There's going to be a little bit left if you follow my measurement, and the rest of it you send it at the waist. So it's going to give you, I'm going to pin my center front again, it's going to give you a pretty straight bodice, just like that, straight side seam. The armhole is going to be a little bigger, and the shoulder is going to match perfectly with the back since we had a little bit of ease on the back, and the neck is going to be a little looser. All things that usually you don't really mind if you're putting a sleeve on. Of course, for a sleeveless bodice, I don't think it's the right thing to do. So when you do your pivoting, you could do right away in pattern. You're going to put 6 millimeter opening in the neckline. You're going to put a 5 millimeter, adding a 5 millimeter on the shoulder, since the back shoulder is usually bigger, 5 millimeter. And you're going to pivot 1.5 centimeter opening at the armhole, just a little bit below the shoulder, the armhole notch. And the rest of the measurement, that should be more or less a centimeter at the waist. So it's adding to the waist dart, but since we're not sewing it, it's just going to give you a little looser fit, and I think that's how you should do your shirt block. So no more dart, just a plain bodice, no dart. This is very acceptable. And the last idea I got to eliminate the dart is to transfer it into pleats or gather. Usually you don't want it darts, most probably because it's the sewing part that is bothering you. So you could do gathers instead. It's easier, faster. So I did send it to my center front now, and I already sewed my gather by hand, just to show you how both darts, shoulder and waist dart, are eliminated with a little detail of gather. So no more dart, and you have to fit it everywhere. So I hope it answers some of your question about eliminating the darts. And I see you next time. Thanks for watching.